Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Tuesday, number 5 day for this month of September 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we do waka for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people for Ambazonia at home and abroad, Asaloruna. We go start for Belo, for Insacom, for Ambazonia. They dead for two teacher them. One way na headmaster for GS, Swalam, La Republique their government school for Insambesa for Com, and the other one when a teacher where they call na Ndim John, where then die for inside Belo, then talk say they be go attend meeting with the colonial Dio, say the one for open school them, Cameroon government school them for Insacom. Now the reason that way those two people them they don't die. It not be clear as to who commit that act for kill those two people them. That one it will be an excessive use of force. Anybody who participate for such meetings need for be arrested, measure the need for be taken against them, but not be for kill them because they didn't go attend meeting or just for attend meeting. But it not be clear exactly as to who be behind those killing. We don't talk with our forces them for inside Belo. No force, nobody take responsibility, and there is no evidence or any witness testimony where he points to any particular force. So until we get the details about the death of these two people them, if it still be when La Republique they don't kill these two people, they no say they don't broke Ambazonian law and they go easily blame them for Ambazonia. Now people they don't understand, say they also get some family problem then where some person feed and hide for behind for kill them. Nevertheless, the message it need to be clear for anybody where it be a Cameroon government school teacher, headmaster, principal. For no say just the fact say you take on that role or you plan for resume that job, it could put your life directly at risk. If Ambazonian soldier they don't arrest you, things like this will potentially happen for you. So better protect yourself than to be sorry. There is an ongoing war. There are all excuse for any person for make them for not attend Cameroon government school. If you suspect you carry your foot, say you want to go enter Cameroon government school like teacher, like principal, like headmaster, even you go there and for go sign book or for go enter for meeting, you don't put yourself at risk. Cameroon government school are banned, are forbidden in Ambazonia. Attending Cameroon schools, participating in it, facilitating it is facilitating colonialism, which is a crime against humanity according to the United Nations organization. As expected, for inside Ambazonia, not only for Nkambe, we would then see say picking them come out for Cameroon government school, then wear uniform, then be assisted by La Republique du Cameroon. They even supply them money for buy uniform, for give them almost free education, for use them for fight against Ambazonia. Nkambe Center, it don't always be an abnormal place. When you look resort for plebiscite, the only resort for inside the Ngrafi land, the grass-free area will be different than the one we come up from Nkambe Center. We know say there are also suffer a lot of torture, intimidation from La Republique du Cameroon, and for inside all Wimbum land. Nkambe Center, they manipulate them for use them for fight against the aspiration for all Ambazonia. We condemn that act and we will take all necessary measure. Say those who they perpetrate Cameroon agenda from Nkambe, may them be held responsible. We appeal for our general population for assist to identify anybody will be involved, whether they stay for Nkambe, most of the pass na true but for some for go for Nkambe or for Yaoundé. We will make sure semi justice, they find them wherever they are. Apart from that, 99.9% of all Cameroon government schools for Ambazonia will be closed. No teacher, no venture for day. La Republique, their governor, be fit showcase any of those school them. Neither do their CRTV propaganda machine. So in a big victory for inside Ambazonia, say we don't reject Cameroon completely. Cameroon rule for inside Ambazonia, it don't be rejected. Today for Tuesday, We go see how our own school them go open under Ambazonian guidelines for sure say Ambazonia them be in charge of their future, and they go continue to exercise such resistance and demonstration until we are able to exercise our right of self-determination. The resistance must continue and must intensify. We don't get more information for people them for around my one for Insa Kumba, where they talk about the teenager Anjek Hilda, where die because La République du Cameroon they open fire for inside their house, Kili. La République du Cameroon they be kill some boy, licensed an Ambazonian fighter can't throw him for road for around my one day for inside Nkumba. For justify say they get attack and Ambazonian forces then be active for that area. They can pass today with their convoy, begin open fire before then kill this Pekin. According to people the way then they for it, there was no fire exchange, there were no Ambazonian activity in that particular area. Unfortunately, this Pekin is being enrolled for GHS Kake, and we want to remind our people them say that school it don't be banned. Na Cameroon colonial government school, going to that school is standing against the aspiration of a free Ambazonia by our people. Parents should take note. May her soul rest in power and haunt those who have wasted away her life simply to demonstrate a fake attack against them by Ambazonian fighters. Fellow Ambazonians, the issue for competency, it can be highlighted again today. As we know, from way to way, we get them information, we get them. Me for it be engaged with one Ambazonian platform where they call an APLC. We know say a platform, a social media platform as well, will be run by one Ambazonian fighter, Bitakola. According to information we get them, me for it be sending inbox for asking about some question about school them, and it be asking question from your reply. Me for a carry him, you go twist them, talk say the Ambazonian group, the APLC. It don't talk say make all school then go open till they support the campaign for school resumption, including Cameroon government school, and then be against the ban for school. We know say na a distortion, and we know say no be thing that way General Bitakola it be talkam, but we want to inform our people and say there have been and there will always be an information warfare where it be ongoing, and one of the issue about competency. We will be talking somebody no she done for ground zero. You talk say you want to be spokesman, or you talk say you want to be a leader for Ambazonia. We will not get the power for control any ground physically, and the problem that would get them. We don't fight this war for information and narrative. The war, they listen mostly for La République because now a sovereign state will be recognized by the United Nations, and they get partners and diplomatic relationship with all countries them. So anything where they talk them, lie or no be lie, the international community, they follow them. The journalists them, where they do their job for report things them fairly, they go always lean for take the narrative where they be pushed by a state party, the Cameroon government for this side. The Cameroon government don't always talk say we Ambazonia will be against schools. We don't ban all school them. Would they talk me while picking them boycott all school? Despite the facts we know say that one it no be true. All Ambazonian forces them, they don't agree and adopt for the Toronto Declaration, say make community school then go on, and make people then open community school and then ban only Cameroon government school. Now a very tough job for fight the narrative war, for make sure say me the war, it understand way to they talk, and me they listen the truth for way to they talk them. So it require a lot of competency, a lot of time, engagement, email, calling journalists here and there, calling CEO, putting pressure here and there to make sure say you defend and make the people their narrative and their voice them be heard, and make the soldier their position they not be twisted. Now a very tough job. You also include engaging with state party them, applying pressure here and there for these things to be done. So make Bitakola understand why would he sometime would he insist. If you try to replicate way to way General Efang in the Duam or the ADF, but it shall never work, because for 7 years, where were you? You cannot just come today and you are trying to do something just because people will call you and you are happy that Mimimifo have published what you said. You don't know that they are using you to destroy Ambazonia. For these past 2 years, we have fought this war of information warfare. The narrative, to correct the narrative so that the world know what Ambazonia stands for. And we were at the verge of winning. It took only Mimimifo one message to you and they have gone out and twist your talk. Today, you are making noise here and there on Facebook trying to correct what you have said. But Mimi Mefo have gone and republished what other journalists they took from her. On 4 major newspapers, the headline was Ambazonia supports school resumption. I will read some of the few paper them, make our people them understand exactly sometime we would insist. For the Post newspaper and the Guardian newspaper, the front page it been as a fresh hope for effective schooling in Northwest and Southwest. Amber warlord urges fighters' parents to allow children to go to school. Then use that one for twist the walkway. Itokam. For another newspaper, the Horizon, the front line it carry say Ambazonian IG encourages school resumption. Distances serve from core from ghost town. So they go use these few words them where they don't put them for distort them, and then me for he go repost again the same thing. Now the reason that would talk say competency, no try for do something just because they all man get Android phone, all man stand make video. Liberation movement no be a social media experiment. Now a fight for competency and effectiveness for implement and establish way to way the population, the fight for and the interest of the public. And we hope say this mistake and this go demonstrate some of the reason why would the talk say make Bitakola a focus for fight la Republic and make it focus for close Cameroon government school the way they did one open for inside Mauto. Because the place we did it for Baoba, all that place and for the La Republic, their school, they go there on perfectly. You know about lockdown, any group, any place for day, but you one can disturb the whole Ambazonia, they jeopardize the whole liberation struggle. I know say people they need to over notice way to way it happen, but this will be things that people will say that it is working for La Republic's favor. But we know it had, and we know the mistake we either make them. But I need to highlight this issue so that people they will be educated on why sometimes we insist say make all money focus on thing if you do them effectively. Fellow Ambazonian, especially for ground zero, would get information say La Republic it don't start for settle some of these boys and for DDR center by opening discotheque, bar and cosmetic store them. They use product the way they are custom, they don't seize them. They sell them for this boy, the meetings they sell them. One of these store them, it is for 3 corners Belo, for corner Belo park where they load motor, they go for inside New Ajwa. So upstairs building, they are abandoned them for a long time, they are renovate them. Everything where they sell them for they, it be cheaper than any neighboring store. We will highlight this issue and we will send so that them for day. I would want to talk make our population they not enter for this store, them for buy anything for day. We will bring details as time it go on. Our fellow Ambazonians, we want to bring up the issue of the mission of the Catholic Church. Now, ready way to be the mission of the Catholic Church. Engaging with our teachers and our parents for the past week to prepare for community school resumption. There have been one theme that have occurred repeatedly. Catholic school, they exploit people them, parents them, take advantage of their prestige and the quality of education already give them for take exorbitant amount for school fees for parents and where it not be correct, it not be justified at all. If we look for ground zero, the information we get them, the average salary for teacher the way they teach for primary school for Baptist school them, it be higher. The one way they for Presbyterian school, it be a little bit lower. The one for Catholic school, they pay them the lowest. And when you compare the school fees, Baptist school them, they did pay lower school fees than Presbyterian school. Presbyterian they pay lower than Catholic school. Catholic school, their own school fees where they charge them, it just be too much and it be for a way for exploitation. Parents they complain, teacher they complain, and I think we will not ignore them. Wait to be the mission for Catholic Church. If Catholic Church now a church where they do God work, then why did they exploit our people then? All the heavy money where Catholic Church they ask them for parents for school fees. Now for do it, you know they meet up with their mission for help the poor and their own community. Catholic Church it don't benefit the highest for this war for Ambazonia. The $6 million where the United Kingdom government is support Ambazonian refugee them and reconstruction project them with humanitarian aid. Catholic Church win 70% of those contracts because church group them They apply like normal NGO for project them for humanitarian aid. And the president of Cameroon, we know say they ran the push anti-Ambazonian messages them through the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church it support Cameroon for get contracts. They know they follow their mission for stand with the oppressed people like Jesus Ibitokam, or for even help the poor. But they do action them for gain contract for the Cameroon government. With all that money where they go for Catholic Church, they do now wait with that money. They never open any big hospital. Like how a Baptist hospital, they don't open away na referral hospital them. But instead, they don't open a big university where they collect school fees for their way, na school fees for travel go abroad. They take all that money for Catholic Church, do now waiting with them. Where they need to pay teacher them fine. They instead ask more and more money for people the way they no get them. They need to allocate position for IDPs. They need to support the poor, but they exploit the poor. Even the free chop or close way Catholic Church, they go give, they still collect before they go give na the remainder. We want to ask ourselves and all our Catholic Church people them, what is the mission of the Catholic Church? Now business or now God work? Because we will see and fulfill in terms of school fees, in terms of salary for their teacher them. Now exploitation, that pure exploitation. What is the mission of the Catholic Church? Are they truly working for God? With all the money where they come inside them, what are they doing with that money? If some man they say na your family member, he get money where the Catholic Church he get them, then your brother they die poverty. Your brother will talk say that your brother he will give money so na wicked man, na which man? Unless na miyongo money, that money if it don't be shared. So today, fellow Ambazonian, we go to monitor how our community school they go start today. Everything that be in place. I'll be very happy for tell our people them say we don't do everything and everything that be in place for our community school them for go back. Our parents them be excited. Our businesses they go open their door. Our transportation they go day all man be with one mop. Now time for we for begin fight for our self-determination in the right way where it could bring all man together. No before begin antagonize people them. They use our liberation struggle like power play, and they take wrong decision the way it could instead affect now our people them negatively. May we ignore all stupidity, partisanship, and political experiment where they go on for social media, and may we fight the good fight where it go give we result. So we go continue for respect only our Monday goes down, while we go to fight for resist Cameroon in every shape or form, and make all Ambazonian forces them then focus for fight the enemy. Now wartime, now for fight army, no be for fight civilian. Now for put pressure for army, no be for put unnecessary pressure for our civilian them without any significant addition for our fight. So today, make we go back for school. We wear assorted dresses for show say we dey in solidarity with the boy them for Butch and our prisoners in Kondengi, especially Deacon Tassan Wilfred. We must all do this in concert, and today in particular we must demonstrate for Ground Zero, place where we had a day for show all Ambazonian people waiting there for diaspora. Say we will not be foolish people. We will not go continue for the follow any stupidity where it not be justified, but we go be reasonable and we go fight the good fight where we go give we result and it go bring all man together. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing out.